Hello, New York! My name is Hiro Nakamura. I have special guest today for radio channel 1057 La Raza. We have a special guest from Thebes. We have Toragos, Creon, the messenger, and Creon wife. You feel that is this. Anyway, let's start. Ready, set, go! Men of the line of Cadmus, you who live near Amphion's citadel, I cannot say of any condition of human life this is fixed, that it is clearly good or bad. Fate rises up, and fate casts down the unhappy and unhappy alike. No man can foretell his fate. Take the case of Creon. Creon was happy once, as I count happiness, victorious in battle, sole governor of the land, fortunate father of children nobly born. And now it has all gone from him. Who can say that a man is still alive when his life's joys fails? He is a walking dead man. Grant him rich. Let him live like a king in his great house. If his pleasures is gone, I would not give so much as a shadow of smoke for all he owns.
Your word hints at sorrow. What is your news for us?
They are dead. The living are guilty of their death.
Who is guilty? Who is dead? Speak.
Haimon is dead. And the hand that killed him is his own.
His father's or his own?
His own, driven mad by murder his father had done.
Tiresias, how clearly you saw it all.
This is my news. You must draw what conclusions you can from it.
But look, Eurydice, our queen, has she overheard us?
I have heard something, friends. As I was unlocking the gate of Palace Shrine, for I needed her help today, I heard a voice, telling of some new sorrow, and I fainted, there at the temple with all my maidens about me. But speak again, whatever it is, I can bear it. Grief and I are no strangers.
Dearest lady, I will tell you plainly all that I have seen. I shall not try to comfort you. What is the use? Since comfort could lie only in what is not true. The truth is always best. I went with Creon to the outer plains where Polynices was lying. No friend to pity him. His body was shredded by dogs. We made our prayers in that place to Hecate and Pluto, and they would be merciful. And we bathed. The corpse was the holy water, and we brought fresh broken branches to burn what was left of it. And upon the urn we heaped up a towering barrow of the earth of his own land. When we were done, we ran to the vault where Antigone lay on her couch of stone. One of the servants had gone ahead, and while he was yet far off, he heard a voice, grieving within the chamber, and came back and told Creon. And as the king went closer, the air was full of wailing, the world's lost. And he begged us to make all haste. Am I a prophet? He was weeping. And must I walk this road, the saddest of all that I have gone before? My son's voice calls me on. Oh, quickly, quickly, look through the crevice there, and tell me, if it is Haimon, or some deception of the gods? We obeyed, and in the cavern's farthest corner we saw her lying. She had made a noose of her fine linen veil and hanged herself. Haimon lay beside her, his arms about her waist, lamenting her, his love lost underground, crying out that his father had stolen her away from him. When Creon saw him, the tears rushed to his eyes, and he called to him. What have you done, child? Speak to me. What are you thinking that makes your eyes so strange? Oh, my son, I come to you on my knees. But Haimon spat at his face. He said not a word, staring, and suddenly drew his sword and lunged. Creon shrank back, and the blade missed, and the boy, desperate against himself, drove it half its length into his own side and fell. And as he died, he gathered Antigone close in his arms again, choking his blood bright red on her white cheek, and now he lies dead with the dead, and she is his, at last, his bride in the house of the dead.
She's left us without a word. What can this mean?
It troubles me too. She knows what is best. Her grief is too great for public lamentation, and doubtless she has gone to her chamber to weep for her dead son, leading her maidens in this dirge.
It may be so, but I fear this deep silence.
I will see what is going, and I will go in.
But here's the king himself. Oh, look at him, bearing his own damnation in his arms.
Nothing you say can touch me anymore. My own blind heart has brought me from darkness to final darkness. Here you see the father murdering the murdered son, and all my civic wisdom. Haimon, my son, so young to die. I was the fool, not you, and you died for me.
That is the truth, but you were late in learning it.
This truth is hard to bear. Surely a god has crushed me beneath the hugest weight of heaven, and driven me headlong in a barbaric way, to trample out the thing I held most dear, the pains that men will take to come to pain.
The burden you carry in your hands is heavy, but it is not all. You'll find more in your house.
What burden worse than this shall I find there?
The queen is dead.
O port of death, death world, is there no pity for me? And you, angel of evil, I was dead, and your words are death again. Is it true, boy? Can it be true? Is my wife dead? Has death bred death?
You can see for yourself.
Oh, pity, all true, and more than I can bear. Oh, my wife, my son!
She stood before the altar, and her heart welcomed the knife of her own guided hand, and a great cry burst from her lips, for Megarius dead, and for Haimon dead, her sons, and her last breath was a curse for their father, the murderer of her sons. And she fell, and the dark flowed in through her closed eyes.
Oh God, I am sick with fear. Are there no swords here? Has no one a blow for me?
Her curse is upon you for deaths of both.
It is right that it should be. I alone am guilty. I know it, and I say it. Lead me in. Quickly, friends. I have neither life nor substance. Lead me in.
You are right. If there can be right in so much wrong, the briefest way is best in a world of sorrow.
Let it come. Let death come quickly. And be kind to me. I would not ever see the sun again.
All that will come when it will, but we, meanwhile, have much to do. Leave the future to itself.
All my heart was in that prayer.
Then do not pray anymore. The sky is deaf.
Lead me away. I have been rash and foolish. I've killed my son and my wife. I look for comfort. My comfort lives here dead. Whatever my hands have touched has come to nothing. Fate has brought all my pride to a thought of dust.
There is no happiness where there is no wisdom. No wisdom but in submission to the gods. Big words are always punished, and proud men in old age learn to be wise.
Oh, so dramatic, so scary play. I'm so very sorry to hear about your wife and son, Mr. Creon. Haimon was good son, I know, and Eurofight ISIS, very good wife. Next up, we have lots of very good music from Bay Area, Los Angeles, New York, very good places. So let's hit it up. Yeah.